Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Kat at spiritual-candy.com, awakening with you to the relationship you really want with today's free online tarot pick a card reading, and it is a daily love reading. So today's reading is intuitive, and remember it's also general, so some of the messages might not resonate. If they don't, just ignore them and take whatever does. If you want your own private reading, it's £20 for 20 minutes and you get your reading within 48 hours, okay? You can check the description box below or go to spiritual-candy.com if you want to book a reading. So my goal at spiritual-candy.com is to help you to have a better relationship with yourself, the universe and with others. So for more free tools and books, please head over to spiritual-candy.com and check it out. So I hope you're all great and that you find today's reading useful. If you do, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, you know, so that you're notified of further readings and messages from the guides. Okay, so let's get on with today's reading. I've got 4 groups here as normal, so let's delve right in. Hi number ones, how you doing? I hope you're great. So this is your daily love message. So what can you do to move this situation forward? I do try to make it clear that it is a general read for anyone, whether you're single or in a relationship. I know some people say, well, I'm not in a relationship, so a love reading isn't for me. This is for anyone. It's about how can you, if you've chosen this group, how can you move your situation forwards? I mean, the key is interesting because there's a couple of different messages here. What I would say is in general, it's about the perspective that you're using. So in order to move forwards, whatever that means for you, it's going to be different for each of you. To move forwards, you've got to change your perspective. It's like there's something that's a little bit negative or a little bit reflective in a sort of negative way. So maybe you are miserable about something, maybe you're upset about something, maybe you feel like the situation's not gone as you wanted. There's something that you are grieving over or lamenting the loss of, or the loss of opportunity or something. That's fine, and if you are grieving, it's okay to grieve, take your time, etc. But as soon as you feel you can move on, move on. 5, change, transform. Okay? There's a way of looking at the situation. For some of you, a few of you who are upset because someone has either left you or broken up with you, there is an indication that they will return. So some of you, this 6 of Cups, this person that you're grieving over will return, but that's by no means all of you. What they're saying is for a lot of you, and the best way to go about it, I mean, if they return, they return. But the main thing you need to do is love yourself and look at how can you move things forward. So whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're heartbroken or not, that you've got, let's say, there's some way you're looking at it that is maybe not that helpful, either a bit negative, or maybe you're not valuing yourself enough, or maybe you don't feel confident enough. There's something that is on the scale towards the negative rather than the positive. They're saying look into the past for the answer as to how to raise your vibe. So that's for some of you. You know, the answer is looking back. What gives you joy? What gives you what has worked before when you're in this situation? For a lot of you, it's about finding your inner child, connecting with that, and also being intuitive, 3rd eye chakra. So think about what, or not think is the wrong word, intuit. So do some meditation, be in nature, create some space and stillness in your life, and notice where you're being drawn. The main thing is to turn around from looking at what you've lost to what you have or what you can have. You know, having a bit more of an optimistic attitude, but also just being open to your vibe being raised. If you let the universe show you, she will show you how to move forwards. Thank you so much, number ones. I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, please like and subscribe. Hi number 2s, how are you doing? I hope you're great. So your daily love message. Right, so we've got the Awareness, which is the Magician, the Hierophant and the Hermit, all major arcana. I don't see anything major happening for you today in terms of an actual daily occurrence, because these are all major arcana. So it's more that we're looking at main themes in your life. So the things that are going on at the minute have probably been going on for a while, and they will continue to go on for a little bit longer. There's a lot of opportunity though for you to work on today a project that you've maybe been working on for a little while and will continue to work on, which is the ability to manifest, to work with the universe to bring more things into your life and to bring what you want forwards. Now, it might be that you do see some things manifest today, but the point is, it's not like, oh, something will happen. You know, it's not, with the minor arcana, you can see it's like something can actually happen on that day. You know, someone will tell you something that's not true, or, you know, you'll see someone will offer you something. It's more like major themes. So you may find that something occurs today, but not necessarily. The point is, you're learning to work with the universe. Okay, now how are you going to do that? In order to move your relationship forwards in whatever way, whether you're single or in a relationship, you want to move forward, you want to move towards more of what you want. How are you going to do that? Well, to some extent, it's about going within. You're going to have to take some time to yourself, meditate, be quiet, be in nature. You go in for that inner light. You're trying to orient yourself back to that inner light, to that inner stillness, to that quiet space inside. This is really, really crucial and key. That's where you're going to find the gold, so to speak. You know, that's where you're going to really be able to connect with your true heart and soul. And then this will help to navigate the right path for you. So if you have any concerns about whether you're on the right path, your intuition will sort this out, but you've got to make space for her to come in and speak to you. This means taking time to meditate or be quiet or just create some spaciousness in your life. There's also a need to not massively deviate from the norm at the minute. Don't make any rash decisions or rash changes to the way you do things. You're kind of on a path at the moment. You're learning, or maybe learning's not the right word. They're saying don't make major changes. I mean, obviously this is a general reading, so you know, some of you will need to make major changes because just it can't match everybody exactly, this reading, because it's general. But the main theme here is that there's something about sticking at it, keeping a steady pace, following a tradition or a way of doing things. So for me, together, this is like having a sort of dedication to yourself, to listening to your inner light, to following your inner wisdom, and to working with the universe. It's like, it's almost like don't be fooled by these sort of like ideas that, oh, I can just manifest, you know, a car and a rich businessman or woman and, you know, lose 3 stone in a week. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, these sort of empty promise videos or courses or whatever. You know, just kind of, it's about working with the universe. It's working with divine magic. You know, this is what this is about. This is this connection. So it's about going within, showing a commitment, keep turning up every day, listening, and being genuinely open to following your path. And that this is what will, you know, help you to open up to what is right for you for the next step in your journey. Thank you so much, number 2s. I'll see you tomorrow on a private reading in the meantime. Hi, number 3s. How you doing? I hope you're great. So let's put these the other way around. So what do you need to know to move forwards on your romantic journey? So today we've got the heart chakra, 10 of swords, and the ace of coins. You know what? This is a real healing time for you. Open your heart to yourself. Love yourself, self-care, listening, meditation, going within, enjoying what you love to do, whatever you can do that gets you back into your heart. I can see that you've been through something difficult lately. You've had a painful situation that's ended recently, or something difficult you've been through recently. If it isn't that recent, it could be that it's just still resonating. But you know, the reality is that the worst is over now. You know, it's not a good feeling card. It's the worst feeling card in the deck, the 10 of swords. But don't panic. It doesn't mean, oh, something terrible is about to happen. The reality is it already has, you know, and it's not the worst thing anyway. It's just something that felt really difficult. But trust the universe that if it ended, then it was right to end. And even if it wasn't, what's the point in seeing it any other way? You know, it's like reframe it. You can say, well, this was the best thing or whatever, and it's ended, and this is terrible, and my life will never improve. This isn't helpful. I mean, the universe is saying it doesn't matter anyway because there's something new coming for you. But even if that wasn't the case, seeing this as the end of the world won't help you. It's not the same as putting your head in the sand or running away from a problem. Yeah, if you're feeling pain, face it, feel it. But, you know, have a mind to move forwards, knowing that, like the cycles of life, that, you know, you'll sometimes be up, you'll sometimes be down. Recently, you've had a really bad time. Just don't get stuck in it. You know, open your heart. Don't let it make you cynical or protective. Just understand it's not personal. Life goes through these cycles, and the negative cycle, then the negative bottom end of the cycle, you know, if you're thinking of the wheel, the bottom of the wheel is just about learning, growing, and it makes the upper part of the wheel so much more enjoyable because we've got a contrast, you know. So it's not saying you're ever going to love this. You're not. It's not saying, oh, pretend it's all happy and positive. Absolutely not. You can acknowledge it for what it is, but just don't get stuck in it, because you've got something great coming. And also, I think there's a possibility that this old ending, this negative, painful ending, has created some sort of foundation that you can build something positive on. So it's like that, every cloud has a silver lining. There's something positive to come out of this situation. You've got a new start being offered around this time. If you don't notice it today, just be open to miracles. Notice, because something new is being offered to you. However, you must open your heart. If you feel closed off, shut down, cynical, and or you're being like frantic in your mind, you won't necessarily connect with it. You need to be open. So be open and notice that something new is coming towards you. Thank you so much, number 3s. I'll see you tomorrow on a private reading. In the meantime, hi, number 4s. How are you doing? I hope you're great. So this is your daily love reading. So guys, for you, I can certainly see you've been going through something that's felt really wearing. You know, we've got the 9 of Wands. This has felt like a real struggle. You've encountered some wounds along the way. You know, you're a bit tired out. You're a bit fed up with the situation. 2 of Coins says you just feel like you haven't really got enough. There's all this stuff to manage. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like you're juggling. You're not really sure where to go next with things. It all feels a little bit too much. But the reality of the situation is that you can manage it. You can. The 9 of Wands says you're not that far away. It feels like you're a long way from your goal regarding your love situation, but you're not. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You'll find that you'll get there quicker than you realise. The 2 of Coins says that even though it feels like you haven't got enough, and it will be a struggle at times, you know, this can be financially, but it's metaphorically more than anything. You know, there's a sense that, well, I don't really have what I need. I don't really have enough. It all feels a bit much. I don't really know what to do about it. The reality is, although it'll feel that way, it's not that bad. You have got everything you need, or you can manage, you know. You can manage. Till you get there, you can manage. There's a real need to employ this King of Swords energy. Because you're feeling worn out, because you're feeling a bit frazzled, there's a lot going on here. You could very easily feel quite emotional or feel quite despondent. The King of Swords is stepping in. This energy is there if you want to plug into it, which will help you to feel uplifted and clear. You know, you are going to have to emotionally just step back a little bit and try and be as mature as you can about the circumstances, because certainly you could get dragged into feeling really bad. It's a bit like I said to, I think it was group number 2, it's not saying that you haven't struggled, but lamenting about that and focusing on that won't actually change it, and it won't help you. What you need to do is step back and be cool and clear and calm as much as you can, and just allow this period to move through, because you're actually quite close to a revelation. you know, or a breakthrough at the end of this cycle. It feels, the main problem is it feels very overwhelming. Where you're at feels overwhelming, but you don't let your mind, don't let your ego play tricks on you. Your ego will say, oh, it feels awful, oh, it's the end of the world, it's, yeah, I can't cope with this. You know, when you say, I can't put up with this anymore. Well, do you know what? You're maybe going to have to. Or just walk away from it. But the point is that just keep walking. But don't panic, because even if it feels like you haven't got the energy to deal with this situation, you can. Be as clear and as calm and as cool as you can be, and you will get there very quickly. You are nearly there already. Thank you so much, number 4. So I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, guys. See you tomorrow.